Hello, hello. Oops. This is the one we want. We are reading another chapter of Mimiyori Harmonia, the over-ear headphone enthusiast manga where they go into really ecstatic detail and exuberance about the qualities and history of various famous headphones. This is something that probably appeals to less than 1% of 1% of the population, that being the manga files within audiophiles. But I count myself as among those ranks, and hopefully you do too. So today we're going to learn about Denon's secret fiery passion and the AHD 72000s. Back to their roots and culminating what came before. It's a model developed with the theme of these two things. Old model became a thing of the past. Okay. I like this shot of her almost in offering, holding out the headphones in her cupped hands. I think headphones as just a physical object are quite interesting too. Just kind of the weight of them and the size of them and the fact that they're always attached to a long cable. It just kind of makes them uniquely awkward to hold and position and such. So now we have the AHD 7000. And these look super old school. You can tell just by the kind of the connectors between the can and the band and the roundness of the outside of the cans. This is kind of the 70s, I think, aesthetic. Wood as well. Different from the matte feeling. 7000 surface is a mahogany product with a glossy finish. Ooh, okay. One of the 3 large precious woods of the world. Interesting. So I like this idea of wood having tiers. It's not something I really know too much about. I only have ever made the comment like, oh, cherry, huh? Well, that's a fine wood. Oh, pine, huh? Well, that's a fine wood. And that's the only thing I can possibly say because they're all fine. But the idea of this kind of tiering within them and the idea of 3 large precious woods of the world is really enthralling to me. It makes me think of One Piece, of course, and the great Atom Tree and stuff. Okay, so now she tries the 7000s, and something is enveloping her. Something is almost smothering her, and I can tell what it is. I see. Good. This is probably the most effective ad that Denon could possibly make. The breathtakingly rich, plump bass. Sorry. She's not talking about a fish, of course. Those 2 words, despite being homonyms, are not homophones. Pushing my body higher and higher. Presence of the bass is earth-shattering. The highs, the reverberation from the breath leaving their lips and the vocals. I can understand such a delicate sense from experience. See, I love that contrast. I love huge, warm bass and very precise, detailed highs. I think that's such a nice combination. It's erotic. This is important, so I'll say it again. Female vocals are erotic. A sweet and tender treble. Oh boy. I see the duality they're going for here. It's dryad seduction. Ho 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 ho. Okay. Well, this is what it is like to be an audiophile. In the end, all philia are the same. That once you arrive at the innermost pleasure, the utmost decadence, once you really succumb to the sensual force of any hobby, of any interest, you arrive in the same feeling, perhaps. Or at least this suggests as such, and I think we should take it on its word. 7000 and 7200 are the same. Pump bass with delivery. Sound. The pelvis delivers a tight, meaty, and energetic mid bass. Okay. Tender feeling more so than the 7200s. The material properties of the wood. Interesting, interesting. I was actually talking to some friends about this too. The material property of wood as accessory, or like wood in rooms, wood as aspects of headphone manufacturing, the sonic qualities of them resonate more at the lower frequencies. Similar, compared to walnut, mahogany is a softer wood. Okay. Some materials lend themselves more to an organic coloring of the sound. So it's using a paper diaphragm. Oh, wow, wow. Interesting. Using drivers made of ultra-fine fibers. Okay, so again, all organic compounds, all things that can be found in nature and thus have this inherent kind of fractal complexity to them, that inherently have a surface that isn't perfectly smoothed, but instead is actually extremely densely woven fibers. The forest dryads. I like that she just calmly and can't help it but mention forest dryads specifically. This other girl, of course, has no idea what she's talking about, as she was not part of that whole erotic hallucination, but whatever. Energetic and gorgeous, but somehow calms the heart. Such a natural tone is what made the D7000 so appreciated. I get it, I get it. So now she's comparing them. 7000, 7200. Shouldn't there be a 7100 in between? Huh? What the heck? Rather peely and packing tape as if to seal it. This is strange. This feels like a very, very negative take on the headphones, which is so out of character for this manga. This manga has been nothing but a nonstop barrage of advertisements, basically, for these companies. So for them to already, like, even if this is kind of reneged, this extremely forbidding, cursed appearance, this is already far more negativity than they've shown up until this point in any other regard. Then as Japanese development teams release a faux pas of growing up. Successor of the famously good 7000, then why? Blindfold, you judge the sound first. Okay. Ooh, and the cans themselves are censored. Oh my god. In the way that you would genitalia or a cockroach or gore in manga. They have been pixelated and blocked out. How traumatizing, how distressing. I genuinely am amazed that they're going so far in this direction. But I suppose that gives some legitimacy to the whole project, right? If they're willing to poop on the headphones when appropriate, if they're willing to... She'll be able to meet a glamorous forest dryad. Blushing from just remembering. Uh-oh. Instead, a forest monster? Oh my gosh! It's a Yankee girl. Dade. Dade. Oh my god. There's a whole lot going on in this image. The stars on the butt. This guy with like the pompadour and the butt chin driving a convertible. Like, what is he even doing here? He can't possibly be a representation of the sound. But make no mistake, this is still our forest dryad, correct? She's just dressed up in this insane American regalia. She still has her charmingly freckled face. Oh wait, no, the freckles are new. The long ears, though. Okay, so we end on that cliffhanger. What is going to happen between our listener girl and this brash American dryad? And why is it that this is so coincidentally parallel to the plot line in Kurosawa, which we're going to read later today? Is that a little insane to anyone else besides me, that both of these are the story of trying to kind of make sense of a brash American figure. I don't know. That's what's happening. Okay. We will check out chapter 10 after this. All right. Bye-bye.